Hello, everybody. It is me, Nez, from the Badge Bros. And we've got basketball, baby. We've got basketball. We've got a weird, goofy little slate today. Pretty wacky slate, man. 252 total on here. I don't know what to think about that. It's got my brain in a pretzel. So we're doing a stream. We're going to do some ranks. We're going to look at ADP, and I'm going to need you guys to really help me out because there's some decisions to be made, and I don't know what to do with them. We've got the GOAT in the house. What up, Nick? Pam Lamb? What up, Tyler? How we doing? How we doing, son? What up, Ben? What up, Chip? What up, Turn Me Up? Want to hear Ned talk about that shootout last night? Which one? The Chiefs and Eagles that never occurred. Hi, Chip. What up, Roofing Man? Hey, Meewad. Happy Sadiq Bey Day, he says. Yeah. How about Sadiq Bey? I'm in on it, but I'm seeing some things that tell me I shouldn't be. All right, first things first, guys. We got to get the ghost beats on. Let's turn down this volume just ever so slightly. Yeah, there we go. We got Nick. Yeah, Nick. That game sucked. Got Chip, Clay in here. Sorry, I was saw Chip's comment. Chefing it up, hosting Thanksgiving. Hey, man, we got this. Where are my cooks at for Thanksgiving? We really got a lot on our plates. I got a lot on my plate. I'm making 2 different soups. Soup God over here. Making my cheesy potatoes. My cheesy potatoes go hard. I was right about the Eagles, man. I knew the Eagles were not going to lose, man. Chiefs, come on. When it's so weird, the Chiefs turn into a defensive first team, and now, like, who's scared of the Chiefs' offense? I'm not. I don't think anybody is. All right, first things first, man. Let's pull up some projections here. Let me get my overlays going here. Oh my goodness. I got the magic mouse. I accidentally did a gesture on the magic mouse and everything just exploded on me. While I pull this up, I can kind of talk about last night. Had a decent night last night. The buzzer beater, which many are calling the hardest contest to win on Underdog. The buzzer beater. Many are saying this. And I had a couple nice finishes there. Had a decent night. Came out winning 900 there. We'll pull that bad boy up. Here it is. Had a 5th place finish. And a 2nd place finish. Not bad. Here was the lineup. That Tatum was a had to have last night. 70. You needed ball to win with him, but this one didn't have ball. Little Zion night. Şengün Q tag throwing everybody off, but I think I got him at pick 19. That was a tough one, but Şengün is just a baller. Cannot wait for him to be on the next slate, which maybe is tomorrow. It probably is tomorrow. Tomorrow's 14 games. That's crazy. Big one tomorrow, and then no basketball on Thanksgiving. And then Kuz and Cade, just like the tried and true, a lot of like the Discord's favorites in this lineup making their way into my 2nd place team. So that was fun. It's always fun to win money. Truth be told. Hoop day. Yes, Ben. Chiefs offense is boring, Tyler. It's very boring. It's weird. I don't know I know what to make of the Chiefs offense, and it stinks. And I think I don't know what the front office was really thinking necessarily with designing the offense like this. I mean, obviously they had way more confidence in Sky Moore being productive, and they thought Tony could give them more, but it just feels like they got a little overconfident in that, like, Mahomes only needs Kelsey and just a smattering of dudes around them to succeed. And I just do not think, obviously, that is the case, but their defense is so stout. So stout. Okay, here's what we are looking at here. I'm going to add a column to the left here so the overlay doesn't cut this off. That looks better. We're going to zoom in as well, and I'll explain what we're looking at here. These are blended projections of ETR and stochastic. Not trying to, take away from the paywall of the good stuff that they do, but it's basically table stakes to understand what these systems are telling you about the slate. And I'm a man of the people, so you're gonna see them too. But we got to blend it, so it kind of like, there's a curtain there. It's not fully giving away the recipe. It's a little bit of both. And ADP is like low key efficient today, pretty efficient, I will say. We've got some 80, like the delta of KD is a pretty big one. You normally don't see a 3.6 delta of projections based on or ADP from the projections, right? That to me is like where the decisions start. Is, are you gonna fade KD because of 5 points of projection when he's going at 2 more often than not? Me, I'm not so sure that I want to do that, but that's just what they're telling us right now. DeJounte is another one. 5 ADP delta from his projection where he is ranked 10th, but being drafted 15th. And if you put Murray at 10 in your ADP ranks, you will get him every time. So, you have to respect the market in these contests. And ultimately, it lends itself to hand building these teams more often than not. That's just an advantage that the hand builders have, is being able to watch in real time how people are reacting to drafts as they do more and more, and being able to, instead of reaching on DeJounte, notice the room that they're in and get him at ADP, which, you can sneak in one of those guys above him that you see on this sheet or slightly below him, along with your DeJounte team. So I personally think that it's going to be hard for second round Murray to get there today, because there's going to be third round Murray, and you kind of have to be hand building or just, not have an aggressive rank on Murray to get that value. Who gets ejected tonight? That's a big question. That's a big question. I played Jokic on a single entry redacted lineup, almost cashed. So, moral victories. Ben saying he's happy that he dropped Garland in his ranks. When you say that he can burn, I'm curious what you mean by that. He does have a negative 3 delta, meaning he should probably be bumped down a little bit in ADP, but I'm okay with Cleveland tonight. Pretty much everybody at cost, I'm totally fine with. All the Tyrese smoke. Let's just talk about that Hawks and Pacers game, shall we? Kind of confusing me a little bit here, because it's a 252 total. That's massive, right? That is huge. And when you look at like the points, rebounds, and assists, the PRAs of these guys in this game, and just their point totals in general, nothing really like popping. It's just what it is it's a bunch of guys that are hitting double digits, and nobody really like standing out. That doesn't mean that multiple guys from this game can't be what you need in your lineup tonight, but it's just strange. Let's pop over to ADP. Let's look at the Hawks. We'll make rankings in a second, don't worry. However, we've got 4 guys going every single time. Capella obviously gives you stocks as well, but as far as his PRA goes, his PRA projection is 20.5, which is easily the lowest of any, or 21.5, which like the next closest. I mean, you got to go all the way down to D'Anthony Melton to find somebody that goes below 20 after him. So obviously he brings stocks to the table, and this is a pace up spot, but I'm really curious what's going to happen in this game if this is a shootout. Like, how much are Turner and Capella going to run tonight? So what I'm like kind of like wrestling with here. I'm gonna throw Bogdan. Like, I feel like all these dudes are in consideration, but projections will tell you that these bottom guys are just not worth your time. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just telling you what they're telling us. And then Pacers. Man, what happened to Buddy Hield? This should, like, I'm not doing Buddy Hield tonight, but, you know, if this was a year ago and Buddy Hield was on a 252 slate, he would be like a 4th round pick. All right, let's get these guys in better order so we can really compare and contrast what's happening on this slate here with this game, because this is definitely, you know, what the decision points are being focused around. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys being drafted in the top 20. Yeah, if this Pacers always be too smooth, that might be the move. That might be the move. And if this game goes to OT, holy shit. It's like, does the 252 total imply that? I mean, what the hell? The thing that I'm trying to not do with this game is double count the total with what we are expecting to see from these guys production-wise. And what do we do with that high total? Like, do we... Like, I don't think we put... do we put Halliburton second in these ranks? I don't think so. I think Halliburton can have an absolutely monster game, as we have seen against the Sixers in that short little game log there. But I'm just worried that I don't want to double count this, and you know, maybe that's thinking about it wrong. And you know, hey, we should be bumping these guys at least one spot in ADP, you know, compared to who they're around. Forgive my stupid dog, my dumb dog. He doesn't know any better. Hey, GM copper prices. This guy, man. And we're back. Jesus Christ. They're supposed to be done with this fire alarm testing by now, but apparently they weren't done. They really needed to make sure that our fire alarms work. You have to forgive me. All right, let's do some ranks. Let's actually build some ranks. 101 for me is absolutely Joel Embiid. No question there. This is where things actually have to be. This is where decisions have to be made post Joel Embiid. What's up, KG? I'm doing good. How about you, man? Buy a house. Oh, not until I win an extra dog bowl seat like you, my guy. After Embiid. So the way I've been playing this is I've been in my autos putting KD at 2. And I don't know if I'm running hot or if more and more people are not drafting KD at 2, but I am sitting at, I believe, 26% Kevin Durant right now. Seems a bit much, don't you think? Not quite as much as my Brogdon and DeJounte Murray, but quite a bit. And then for 3, man, this is where I initially went Halliburton. And I think I'm fine with that. If there's anybody that you can double count a high total for, it's Tyrese, right? It's got to be. All right, let's review. So my KD exposures, just to get you guys, 20% Kevin Durant right now for me, and that's in almost 69 drafts at 68. 48 main, 20 buzzer beater, 14% Joel Embiid, so running a little cold there. Whew. Okay. I'm at 7% Halliburton. I guess this is what we're going to do. I mean, I've got enough Kevin Durant, right? I didn't want to fade him. I got 20%. I'm no longer fading him. It's time to put Halliburton up. Simple as that. Simple as that. You guys don't have to follow this 1-to-1, but I've got enough Kevin Durant and simply not nearly enough Tyrese Halliburton. That is scary. Across 68 drafts, I'm not maxing. I do quite a bit, but I'm not maxing. And I need Halliburton. From here, Trae Young or LeBron. LeBron is, as the kids say, popping in real life and in the sheets. And I mean, when you look at his game logs, man, it's absurd. LeBron is like unlocked another level. I don't know what the hell is up with this guy. I think I've got to go Trae Young with the 252 over LeBron, but man, yeah, I've got quite a bit of LeBron right now. I'm at 28% LeBron, 20% Trae Young. The next pick is easy. Booker here. And this is like 100% a tier break. Big time tier break here. Now, Markkanen is projecting like 13th. So I would do, I'm for sure going to go Scotty here. And I'm going to go Maxey. Like, this is just like too rich. And I think Garland against the Sixers without Mitchell there, like I would probably put Garland and then Lowry. I've had a pretty strong fade on I've got a really strong fade on Lowry Markkanen. I don't know that I have the stones to do a full Markkanen fade. Like I don't think that I can go full fade on Lowry. So we're gonna bump him right behind Scotty Barnes and just wait and see what happens in drafts when we do drafts. Jesus Christ, man. Things could not be going worse. Jesus Christ. I think the alarm works. Guys, I think we could stop testing the fire alarm. Thank you. I appreciate you looking out for my safety, my apartments. So yeah, Mobley right after Garland for me. It does feel weird doubling up on teammates, but in a smaller slate, like it's going to happen. Absolutely going to happen. Okay. Clarkson, man. Jordan Clarkson is such an interesting ADP because he's been such a value for so long. For so long. He was always just like my 6th round darling. And now, like, boom, exponentially, he is a 2-3 turn pick. What the fuck? I thought we had a little secret going on here. But Clarkson's been balling, dude. There's really no other way around it. Playing a ton of minutes, filling it up. But DeJounte has to go next, and I think he might actually need to go above Mobley, but my bags are so absurdly packed with Murray right now that I don't think I need to be that aggressive. Thank you for tuning in, GA. So, I think DeJounte goes next in these ranks. And then, like, I can't fade my boy Jordan Clarkson. Like, this is a good enough fade. Like, two picks of ADP is a strong enough fade for me. And then Siakam next, I think pretty obviously. Orlando is an interesting matchup. When it comes to the total in this game, we are looking at 216, which is the lowest total on the slate, but not that far off from the non-Lakers and Pacers game. Cavs and Sixers are 218.5. Blazers and Suns is 223. I feel like the Magic are vulnerable at big right now. Because shout out my boy John Isaac, who had a 35 fantasy point game, just a monster. Please give this man 30 minutes. I beg. But it's like Goga and Mo. Not bad, not terrible, but I think without Wendell Carter, they'd seem a little vulnerable on the block. And that's what makes me want to do a little Siakam, a little bit of Pirtle. Ooh, see, Nick, this is what I'm talking about. This is a little... The Clarkson revenge narrative. This is what the sheets aren't going to tell you, man. Okay, we got the top 15 pretty well set here. I think after this, like, I'm Turner over Banchero, and I think our sheets would agree with us. Here's Banchero. Oh, they got Banchero over Miles Turner, and it's by 1.7 points. I have a Banchero anti-bias. There's a better word for that. So we're going to keep this as is. And now this is this is where the draft is actually starting. Is this 3-4 turn. We've got some Ayton. So you guys like Ayton, huh? Clay likes Ayton. Cross-dressing Life likes Ayton. Thank you for tuning in, Cross-dressing Life. I'm glad I can expand my audience and expand my reach. DeAndre Ayton, huh? I'm kind of buying into the revenge game. Like, what is Portland playing for? They're playing just for these, they're playing for the lottery. Why not just let Ayton do his thing out there? I think we got to go Ayton next. And you know what else is a vote of confidence for DeAndre Ayton? Is that T-Box loves DeAndre Ayton tonight. Not a secret if you've been in the drafts with him. It's got to be. It's got to be him. I'm a big John Collins guy, man. John Collins is another like I really like this Jazz team. People are worried about Collins versus AD, but the last time we worried about an AD matchup, like, Sabonis was the guy you needed. Collins plays a ton of minutes and he's been hooping. Sometimes it's that easy, but Jalen Johnson, dog, I love me some JJ. I think we're going to go like this. And then Pirtle's an interesting one here too. Pirtle at 21.8 is probably the biggest disagreement that the sheets have with ADP. And it's a pretty big one. There is an 11 spot disagreement with ADP. And my boy John Collins is another big one. And I just put my foot down and said, I don't care, and put John Collins at ADP. But projections do not like Pirtle in this matchup. And I don't know if it's so much to do with like Pirtle in the matchup as opposed to the 252 and the 238 totals on the slates being more favorable. Jakob stinks, says Chips. Hey, if Chipsy says so, I guess it's facts. I guess it's gospel. Nah, yeah, man. I can't fade Jakob, man. I don't know. I don't quite get it. Are Mo and Goga just like gonna shut Jakob down? Is he just not getting any boards? Is he not blocking any shots? Like I said, I think it has something to do with the game itself, but all right, here's what we'll do. I'll capitulate. We'll do Jeremy Grant next. And then Clint Capella. And then Jakob. How's that? And just to give you guys some context, this is essentially like how I would have my rankings if and when I do some autos. But I'll let you guys in on a little secret on my process. And it's not really a secret. If you see me in your rooms, you may have like picked up on this. If I'm drafting toward the end of lock, what I like to do is make sure my dog barks behind me is do like a bunch at once, right? I'll use the Andy button clicker to reg me into these lobbies, push the plane for me. They don't want me to give away my process. Oh my gosh. My dog, like, no dog likes a fire alarm. My dog hates a fire alarm. That dude is probably shaken out of his bones. I feel so bad for him. So, what do? I reg a bunch of drafts and I auto. And I just look at the process, look at the progress on my app and see how far along those drafts are. And I will just go to the ones that are, closest to finishing, or maybe, that if they've already finished, just look at ones that haven't finished yet and that are close to there. And then I will unpush the plane. I'll take the plane back. It's my turn. And then I drive the bus. And then that way I have control over these last round guys, because when you look, obviously, at these guys from like Jeremy Grant, this is like the blend. Let's freeze this. This would be pretty if we did something like this. There we go. Here's the blended ranks. And from Jeremy Grant to D'Angelo Russell, there is like no difference between these guys. Like none. As far as projections go, I have leans and I have my preferences here. Like I would I don't know that I'm taking. I have a lot of Brogdon, but I don't know. I'm not taking him over Jeremy Grant today with the Q tag and a potential minutes limit. But just to like put it into perspective, there's just not a lot of difference there. So I don't want my set ranks like to be so binary and like making strong stances on these back end guys that just do not deserve the strong stance. So all that to say, unpush the plane and then I start to randomize and make sure that I am mixing up my combinations at the end of drafts. And maybe you guys do the same thing as well. I mean, sure, Nick, fart noise, median projections, but we can sort by ceiling, and it's going to be a similar thing. There's not going to be a big difference between these guys. You're not going to, not things aren't just going to become clearer because we look at a ceiling versus a median projection. I mean, it is what it is. And we can go down even further. And this is where like the tier break starts at Levert. I do like Levert today. And you can see it continues to just not be that much of a difference. And that's kind of what we would expect. For the teams that are playing, these teams have deep rotations that are all playing today, for the most part, at least the high-scoring ones. And then on this right-hand side here, I have the points, rebounds, and assists. And this is an interesting one for me, is Max Strus, 31.9 ADP. PRA and ADP are more in line than the projection systems are. And I trust ADP and PRA over the computers on Strus. With no Donovan Mitchell, definitely going to be mixing in some Strus. So yeah, you can't really treat these projections as gospel. I give a lot more credence to ADP than the actual projections that we see here. Let's go back to our ranks here. Let's put together a top 40. Nurk, I love Nurk today. Love Nurk against the Blazers. And maybe this is just a wrong way to look at it, but I really prefer my big men to be in spots where I feel confident that they are going to be winning. Positive game script, if you will. Like, one thing that concerns me with Capella and Miles Turner today is this game is like this game's a track meet. No need for bigs. And they're just not, like, there's going to be so many possessions in this game, but how can Turner and Capella deliver monster scores the way that this game I think is going to be played? And that to me is like what is really, really concerning me. And I definitely don't want to double count the total in this game for Miles Turner and Clint Capella, because that to me, like, maybe they end up with 15 boards and these concerns sound silly, but that is a concern of mine. Franz is projecting very well today, and I like him against the Raptors for sure. People really like Tobias Harris today, though. People really like Tobias Harris. He is ranked 24th in projections with the 24.5 PRA. Franz Wagner is ranked 18th with a 26.5 PRA. Okay, we'll go Franz. I will probably actually go Franz over Nurk after hearing that. No. Change my mind. I like what I said about Nurk. I think Nurk's going to have a big day. And then we'll go Harris. And then this range here is like kind of a little difficult to make decisions on. Russ has kind of fallen down to earth after his big game against the Kings. Against Utah, though, I do see him having a decent role in this game. We'll put Russell there. Melton, obviously, is a stock monster. Only 19.5 for his PRA. That feels pretty low. 23 against the Hawks. 27 against the Nets. 24 against the Celtics. I know Cleveland is a slog of a team to play against, but 19.5 seems low for his PRA. I like Strus today, man. Jared Allen, minutes are all the way there. Just like 1 fantasy point per minute. But it's a little better than Strus. All right, we'll go Allen, Strus, Melton, Schroeder. We'll actually put Brogdon over Schroeder. Brogdon is questionable. He wasn't on the team's initial injury report, likely a clerical error. We're not sure if he's going to face any limitations. I'm feeling kind of bullish on that. I know the clerical error is a real concern and a real possibility that was just an accident, but I'm feeling kind of bullish on Brogdon. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't think these stat lines and the computers have really caught up to Melton stepping up with Oubre out with the alleged hit by car. Mike Zakarian had a really good point about this. Like, Oubre's in a new city. He's riding his bike. He got hit by a fucking car, allegedly. I think he was like, and they asked him where he got hit. Like, he doesn't know. Like, it's in a new city. Like, got hit by a car. It is funny that they couldn't find the footage of him actually getting hit. Like, I know it's sus, but dude sustained vehicular injuries. just a funny thing to laugh at. Okay, you guys got me excited about Melton. I think we're actually going to go Melton right behind Tobias Harris. Let's do that. 8-point favorites. These Sixers should be good run for them. All right, I love me some OG. I love OG. And this injury was just a finger laceration. It's not like a muscle thing. It was a finger, and he has the ability to give you a really high ceiling that I'm not so sure these other guys have access to. Bogdan, Bog here. Another one whose PRA I don't quite understand. This is a 252 total. If I haven't said that already, it's a 252 total. Bogdan Bogdanović has a PRA projection of 19.5. 18 against the Sixers, 34 against the Knicks, 23 against the Pistons, and it's a 252 total, and it's only 19.5? Like, what the hell? That just feels wrong. Maybe we'll definitely do a pick'em, and I think Bogdan might have to be in that. But I think OG is going to get a lot of run against the Magic, and then we'll do Bogdan Bogdanović. Reeves doesn't have a PRA number up, but he's like, I'm usually a Reeves guy. We'll put him there next, and then we'll go LeVert, then Sharp, just because LeVert gives us a swap, and that could be interesting if he is out. Could try to get us a few more Max Strus shares. And then you have these Pacers guys just chilling down here. Bruce Brown and Mathurin, I think, have the ability to put up monster scores. If the way that these points are scored tonight are not as spread out as these projections on Underdog and the projections on Stochastic and ETR are telling us, it could easily concentrate around Bruce Brown and or Mathurin. Or hell, I'll throw Obi Toppin out. I mean, obviously, he's the likelihood that Obi Toppin gives you even 30 fantasy points tonight is not high. It's obviously not very high. Or is it? I don't know. It just seems weird that he is just completely buried. You want to talk about scrolling the F down? I think Obi Toppin is absolutely in scroll the F down consideration. If you guys have information to put me in my place and tell me otherwise, I will listen and sit my ass down. Not necessarily in that order, but I will. Okay, Levi likes it. I trust Levi. If Levi likes it, I like it. T-Box is on Bruce. Oh, man. Okay, I kind of like this thought. Taking Bogdan in non-Clint Capella lineups. I think that checks out. I would say that those two negatively correlate. Okay, Bruce Brown. My boy Keontae George is balling. That is an absolute fact, but he's just not getting there fantasy-wise. But Yeah, I think I'll go Suggs, then Keontae George. And then Matherin, Skylar Mays, Onyeka. We'll have a big game here and there, but his game log doesn't look pretty. What about Sadiq Bey, man? Sadiq Bey, 27, 28, 31. And now this total is 252. This is what I'm talking about with the double counting shit. Is it being factored in that Sadiq Bey plays 30 minutes a game and the total is 252? Is that already baked in? It just doesn't add up. And how many times can I say double counting on this stream? I am worried that I'm double counting this game. What do you guys think about Sadiq Bey? I think Sadiq Bey is in my draft. He's definitely in my player pool. It's just a matter of how much I'm going to end up with him. Not really doing the Rui stuff. THT, I feel like they don't like him for some reason. I could maybe do a share or two, but he's not going to be taken very often by me. Cole Anthony is floor. We'll just keep him in mind. Yeah, that feels good. Shout out TJ. Oh man, I don't want to put this out there, but if God forbid there was a scenario that came about midday where TJ McConnell is now starting in this game, oh baby, I could go for 60-point TJ McConnell night, but that's just me picturing this. Get out your campfire emojis for that one. Terrence Bogdanovich. What about him? Okay. These are my ranks. Don't dupe me, bro, but go ahead if you want to. I don't care. That's what this stream is for, baby. I've done all of my buzzer beaters. Let's give the homepage a refresh. And let's just take in all of the contests that are out. This is such a good time of the year to be drafting. We, of course, have the Dog Bowl. This is 50% full at 70K is like kind of nuts, kind of nutty. We're going to fill this thing very soon. Buzzer beater, filling up. The turkey, the tiny turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, Thanksgiving and Friday, which that Thanksgiving and Friday slate is, you better get your barf bags out, man. Because, yeah, the Thanksgiving slate is fun, but then we have that Miami Jets game, which is just atrocious. Who's starting there? Boyle for the Jets? That's just a shame what happened to all of our Jets best ball shares. And then more Thanksgiving main slates. 1st and 10. Excellent structure. Nice little top-heavy thing if that's your jam. Get in there. I will be maxing that one. Double reverse. Cheeky little double reverse. $2 to enter. Like, why not? I need to get my fullback dives in. I need to get my pick six. Oh, geez, man. There's just so much. Numi and Hope, man, just crushing it. And then, of course, lest we forget, the wild card is here. Playoff best ball, $5. And MLB best ball. Folks, I'm working quadruple overtime. All right. The GOAT says he's got a couple Bay shares, or I don't think a couple Bay shares could hurt. Haven't got there yet. Okay. I will pump the brakes on the bullishness. How many ATL Pacers is too many? I think you could do 4. I think you can do 4. Yeah, Copper. Maxing every turkey slate. I am definitely maxing out everything that is like 50 max or less. For sure maxing those things out. Just so fun. So fun. Oh, yeah, by the way, Clay and Andy, I believe, and definitely Pete on Club Top Shot, they are drafting turkeys at 3:30 redacted time, 2:30 God's time. That's 3:30 Central. 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central. Tim Boyle college stats. Yeah, dude, like, what the fuck, dude? Tim Boyle is ass. We're drafting. Get in here. We're gonna do 2 at once. Call me Mr. Pfizer. Call me Travis Kelce. 2 things at once. I think I got in the overflow too. Is that you guys filling up that second lobby fast as hell? Influencer 101 here. Thank you, Numi. And then T-Box and the other one as well. I'm glad it worked out like this, man. Now we can really see what these teams look like from either side of the board and get an idea of what people are doing. This is going to be Embiid 101. I'm actually just going to push the plane. Just pushing the plane, baby. In this other one, we've got Top Stat NFT. I see him a lot. I believe it's Top Stat in the Discord. Maybe you guys can tell me. I think he is. I think they are. I should say. Nothing but red badges in the second lobby. And man, oh man. Just bad. Like it's kind of crazy. We're at the point where if you see a badge or if you see a badgeless person in your hoops lobbies, it's rare. Pretty funny. All right, over here we see, okay, so dude, this KD 2.4 ADP I think is fugazi. I do not think that we are seeing in a rolling average KD being drafted at 2. I think it's more like this. I think it's probably more like 3.6. It'd be like 1.1, 2.7, 3.4, 3.6 or something. That's fun, man. You can really take some stands. Oh, what up, Top Stat? What up, son? Who is that? Vince Carter? Top Shot? Let's go. That's awesome. All right, we're waiting for our pick over here. And here we go once again, man. Joel A.D. Halliburton. I need to put KD third in my ranks, clearly. Let me know in the chat, man. Are you guys auto-drafting? Or are you guys hand-building, doing a little bit of both? Let me know. I do a little bit of both. As I alluded to my process, but I do some beginning to end auto-drafts as well. It helps get in the extra like 20 or 30. Okay. Damn. Nick 6 is so much better than 5. So much better. We're going to go Trae Young. Sorry for timing out on you. Instead of just making my pick, I'm doing shows. Yeah, like the 2v2 here is not even close. It's not even close. I will take 6-7 because that's the tier break, man. That is the tier break in real time. Yeah, we'll go my large son, Scotty. And the plane is being pushed over here. That's what happens when you multitask. I forgot to turn it off. That's cool, though. I'll take Maxey and Mobley. I've got so much DeJounte that like it's totally fine that I didn't get him there. I need to pump the brakes. I like him. I don't know that I like DeJounte 60%. All right, what do we got going on here? Levi, hand build 90% of the time. That is the move. I will say, if you have the ability to hand build and do it at volume, that is an edge. That is an absolute edge. Ben also 90% hand builder. Ben will do 5 at a time and let the first 2-3 auto off the ranks. That's a nice. It's a little bit of a hybrid of what I like to do as well. It's just such an interesting dynamic. These underdog contests, they're so much fun. They're so much fun. And you have the ability to execute many different strategies. What I am doing right now, personally, in these smaller to max NFL contests and in NBA, is I am getting very, very exploitative in that I am getting overweight 1 or 2 guys across that entire contest, because they're less money to max. It's less money that I might lose if that person busts, But the gain that you can get if you hit that one, just that one player, and you have them on 75% of your teams, I can't get over what that can mean for an ROI or how that can set you up for potential first place. I don't like doing that with like over $400 of entry fees, but when it's 20 max or $4.50 max, like, yeah, I'll get crazy. And of course, yeah, NBA is a lot easier to auto. I will say though, these 4-person, 3-person turkey contests, these Thanksgiving side contests they're autoable in my opinion. If you just like tell yourself like, hey, I want to build 15 Dak stacks or 15 Jared Goff stacks, like you can set your rank so that happens and then just let the gods choose your flex players for you. Okay. Embiid, Maxey, Mobley so far. Looking at Capella, Pirtle, Nurk. We're gonna stay off these Sixers for now. We'll go Capella in the high total, and then we'll bop over here. Trae Young and Scotty Barnes. Looking at Paolo here. Yeah, we'll do Paolo. Back to draft number 1. Embiid, Maxey, Mobley, Capella. We'll do Pirtle for the ADP value. That feels good for Pirtle. Pick 25. For sure. Nick goes JJ and John Collins. Looking at Ayton or Grant. And I will say, dude, this morning I was Grant over Ayton for sure. Did I say Grant over Ayton? I was Grant over Ayton. We'll go Grant. I know my ranks are otherwise, and we talked about the Ayton revenge game, but I'm a coward. I'm going to keep these ranks, though, for some autos after the show. And I will get my Ayton shares there. Ben had 70% Chet on the Chet Wemby night and got 4 top 12s. That's what can happen. Maybe you don't crack first, but you set yourself for a profitable night if you hit on those exploitative stances. As opposed to being like overly spread. I think both are viable. At the end of the day, if there's a guy that pops off and he's the guy you need, I mean, it's just a matter of having teams around that guy. Obviously. Are you talking about NFL or NBA, Ben? Building a bunch of dead teams. I feel like in NFL, like in either one, you may end up with dead teams based on like maybe having too much of one guy that duds, maybe. But in these Thanksgiving slates, man, there's just so much, like these games are awesome. This Thanksgiving slate is one of the best that I can remember. Even though there are some big spreads, it just feels viable. Yeah, like I don't mind the NFL short slate. Levi asking if anybody's been grinding the double ups. Admittedly, I only do the double ups when it looks like there's overlay. Otherwise, I'm not profitable in the double ups. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, I certainly am not building those double up lineups by hand. But I think it's just like RNG. Like RNG with double ups, like that's what's going to happen. Like you're going to break even. It's just the kind of game we play. It's kind of funny to do double ups for NBA, but maybe some people are having. I mean, T-Box probably has really good results. Last pick, man. Strus, OG, Reeves. We're going to go Reeves. Everybody's kind of counting out my boy Austin Reeves, including the computers. But I kind of like Reeves in this matchup against Utah. He has not been playing very well, right? Like, if you watch the Lakers games, Reeves has been making a lot of mistakes lately, kind of forcing some things a little bit, but he still has those 30-point games, and I think 30 points from a 6-rounder will put you in good position today. Okay, Strus goes to top stat. I like it. I like the aggressiveness. All right, you guys, man. You guys and your Pirtle. You projection slaves. We'll take the Pirtle value. What this 2-draft sample is telling me is I need to adjust Pirtle in my ranks. All right, we don't have any Sixers here. This is going to be my Melton team. I have more than one, of course, but... All right, this team finished with Trae Young, Scotty Barnes, Paolo Banchero, Jeremy Grant, Jakob Poeltl, and DeAnthony Melton. I like that a lot. Considerations here. Bruce Brown, who just goes to T-Box. Okay, if T-Box is on it, then I feel good about that. George, LeVert, Reeves, OG. LeVert, I think, is fun because I think he has a legitimate ceiling, especially without Donovan Mitchell. And we get a swap if he doesn't play. He has a sore left knee. He only missed one game, so if he does play, I don't think we're going to get a minutes restriction. So he feels fun. Yeah, the double ups on Underdog are like, you know, they are what they are, which is just kind of like goofy. Yeah, man, I guess Jakob is just going to keep falling. So I need to adjust him in my ranks, but I'll do that off screen. Let's look at these pick'ems. Put together a nice little pick'em entry. A cheeky little 2, 3, or 5. I would prefer 3. I personally like to do 2s a lot, but all the smart people are telling me that 2s are not worth it. But I like having less things to get right. Sorry, sue me. Yeah, like taking stands in the double up, Ben, that's where I do. I don't tinker with my ranks at all during the double ups. This is where things start for me. Is Bogdan PRA, and I wonder if I should just do points and what I think I just do points and assists. All right, we'll do Bogdan. Can't do Brogdon. Brogdon doesn't have anything up yet in the pick'ems. We can reference our sheet here. Let's look at Murray. Murray has a PRA of 29.5. Okay. It's up by 1, so it's 30.5 PRA right now. Let's switch over to that. It would feel kind of weird to do 2 Hawks on 1 pick'em entry, but what do you guys think, man? He's got some rivals up here, but I don't want to do any rivals in this game. If anything, I would maybe do like the points over Halliburton. Oh, his points versus Miles Turner. That's interesting. I think I would go DeJounte there. They're spotting Miles Turner 3.5 points. (10, 17, 22 in his last 3 for Miles Turner. 13, 13, 32 for Murray. And Murray's playing way more minutes than Miles Turner. Okay. We're going to go... Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're throwing our rivals in. What else should we look at here? Kind of talked about Poeltl. Ooh, he has a spicy double-double. Projections don't like that, but I kind of do. Who are you guys overweight on today? You got, okay, well, T-Bear, we'll look at Jalen Johnson. I've got 2 Hawks already. 16 points, 25.5 PRA for Jalen Johnson. Looks like a really good play today at ADP. Yeah, Melton. Thank you, Chip. Yep, Aaron Jones, MCL sprain. Thank you, Ben. Been fading him all week. I think most people were, but correct me if I'm wrong. What do we do with Melton? Points and boards? I think we just do points and boards. 16.5 feels like a gimme. And I'd probably leave this as is. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I like 3s. We're gonna do this 3. We're gonna send it. I'm gonna share the link, and then we'll build a 5 because you guys got some good suggestions. 25 is my unit. Link has been fetched. Link has been shared. Link has been pasted. Let's reload this screen. And if you guys have more suggestions, I'll take off one of these existing picks. Okay. I don't know if I can trust you, Chip. You are a homer, but maxi 3s. I know he's averaging like 3 something, right? Per stat moose, he's averaging 2.7. That was last year. He's taking a step forward. Leave Melton alone. I can't leave Melton alone. I can't. Three and a half threes per game for Maxey, shooting 44.6% from 3. I'm sold, man. I'm sold. Let's look at. So someone mentioned, Ben said Scotty Barnes is getting spotted 3.5 PRA on Siakam. The thing with Scotty is like where Scotty has the edge is like the stocks, right? I for PRA, like I think Siakam versus the Magic feels like a matchup where he kind of feasts. What do you guys think? My man Rocket Sauce wants a spicy. He's saying Scotty Barnes, spicy double-double. Ben saying 8 in PRA. Mather in PRA. Scotty, you just building a whole 5 for us. If you guys want to tail Ben, not financial advice, Ben seems very confident in what he's got listed here. I mentioned Nurk. I said I like Nurkic. Ooh, spicy double-double for Nurkic? Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. What do you guys think we should remove? Okay, you guys, T-Bear's telling me that Melton is too volatile. We'll take out Melton. We'll leave Maxey in because Chip suggested it. We'll just go like brand new. This is the fun. This is just for fun. This will be, I'm going to put $10 on this one. This will just be for fun. Scotty Barnes against Orlando hasn't had a double-double in that recent box score, 7.5 boards, but I feel like he can get there in a variety of ways. The assist projections are too low for Scotty. I think I agree with that. Do we just go straight up assists? And let's find like another spicy to make this fun. Oh, Ben, you're talking my language. John Collins, spicy double-double. Yes, I am not afraid of Anthony Davis. All right, we need one more. This is all brand new stuff here. We're going to go Barnes assists. Double-double kind of scares me. Magic defense is pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind the Magic. What do you mean? What do you mean the Embiid PRA is fish? What do you mean? Is that I don't know what this means. Neesmith higher on the turnovers. That's an interesting one. I mean, I'm probably a no-go on that, but if there's as many possessions as we expect in this game, like I have no problem with somebody doing that. If we think that there's going to be a lot of possessions, there's a lot of opportunities for turnovers. All right, we need a spice. I need one more spice. Oh, dude, 2x spice on Siakam? Do we think Siakam has it in him? Low-key, 2x. Like, that's the thing. It's like not just only finding spice, but finding spice that is good value. Carlos, I need more info on this, man. Is this trustworthy? Is this good? Are you sure this is good? You tell me just do it like Nike, and man, I'm hook, line, and sinker. We also like a Okonkwo. Let's see what the hell. But it's 2x is the thing, guys. It's like there's not a lot of 2x spicies for a guy that can do Siakam can do a double-double? We really don't think Siakam can put up a double-double? You guys are killing me. All right. Are we really about to throw a freaking esports projection on this pick'em entry? Are we seriously doing that? Carlos, I need you, man. Are you selling, or what are you selling me here? Okay, Gobbler saying he wants higher on the Embiid PRA because he is 101 today. Okay, Chad, like a Chad, is great at Counter-Strike. Chad, what do you think, man? Do we go higher on Era? Nick's in. Are we Levi's in? All right, let's go before this changes. $10. Well, actually, no, it's gotta be an even number. 16. Perfect. Yes, it contains a Scorcher. I know I need to get the Scorcher right for this to count. Obviously, I need to get the Scorcher right for that to count. I don't get that. Here we go. There we go. It's shared. I will probably do another one tonight with a Siakam 2x Scorcher for the double-double because there's too many doubles going on. Oh, dude, Levi, he did say under. He did say lower. Oh, no. He did say lower. Oh, he did say lower. I'm a fool. I'm so addicted to my hires. Oh, no. I'm going to do another one. Don't tail that. Don't tail that. Damn it. I'm an idiot. It's all right. Now I'm just hedged. Because all those other ones, they are for sure smacking. He did say lower. Ugh. My fault, fellas. Here's the real one. I am not IKBing Counter-Strike Go. Oh, that was funny. Okay, there's the real one. That is the one that you want. Hey, now I win or lose, man. Win or lose. All right, you screw it. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna just do one more because I love this Siakam double so much. Ooh, don't tease me with this Bankero double. Don't tease me with that. Don't tease me with that. No, we don't do Bankero around here. We don't do KD doubles. Do we do Book doubles? What about Book, man? He's getting there in assists, right? How are they not just blowing the doors off the Blazers and Book is just diamond all over the place? I know you guys feel me on that. Do we feel me? You feel me on Booker? I need a consensus. This is the last entry that we're submitting. LeBron just flat out no scorcher double yes or no. The last time I said no to a LeBron double, he went for a triple. What other scorchers? Like, are there any other scorchers other than like doubles? Oh, they just they took all of Jakob's down? Oh no. What's going on here? If you guys see another scorchers, let me know. We are doing one just for fun, just for lulz. It'll be $5. Blast LAN? What is that? Is that a thing? I mean, I know what LAN is, like LAN connections and stuff. I don't know what that is. Okay, we're just searching for, I think, no, we got Siakam. Stay away from these Raptors. Who can my boy Wagner get a block? No, it's not what he does. What about Cole Anthony? I feel like Cole Anthony is sneaky good for one block. Just one block. Yeah. Ben said it. Let's go. I think we're all just kind of scrolling down. I'm going to scroll from the bottom up because I think you guys are just looking at the same things that I see. And then we both kind of agree at the same time. Oh, man. Paolo, 1.5 threes. The thing is like with Paolo, I just don't play Paolo. I have a full hard fade on Paolo on almost every format, any day of the week. Does the big ass shotgun have a spicy on him? All right. What's Lowry doing? Dude, 1.5 assists is spicy. Does this dude just not dish at all? Wow. I never once realized how little Markkanen likes to dish the rock. That's wild. Oh, hello. All right. Need a couple more spices. This is okay. Here we go. Bruce Brown. I feel like Bruce Brown takes care of the ball, but there's going to be a lot of possessions here. Mathurin. What do you think? I think we got to do a spicy with one of these Pacers. Ochai, blocks and steals. T-Bear, the more you give me these suggestions, the more I'm just off. Dude, Obi has hops. Obi can get a block. Of course Obi can get a block. And then we need one more, fellas. Tyrese steals. Let's go. Yeah, Ben mentioning the big ass shotgun lower on PRA, definitely interesting considering that projections do not agree with his ADP. Halliburton steals, spicy. Let's go. How does that not change? You see that? I'm trying to make positive decisions here. Is this just like a display thing? You guys seeing that? Why does the payout not change? Oh, it only pays up to 100x. That's interesting. Huh. All right. Then we got to take one of these off. I kind of threw the Obi on there. All right. $6 on the quad spice. Be responsible with that stuff. You could even throw a little insurance on there if you would like. I'm totally fine with doing insurance on more than one spicy, even if it's just one spicy. Totally fine with insurance there, but I would not ever do insurance. I did for a little bit, just for the bit, maybe like once or twice, because I tweeted it once or twice. But insurance on no spice is not a good idea. Chip, am I wrong? How can Obi not get a block? But the thing is it didn't change the payout. It didn't change the payout. It only goes up to 100x. So no way am I including that on there. All right, this is fun. I had a blast, you guys. Had an absolute blast. Tomorrow, John willing, and I think that John will be good to go, even if he has to play a road game. We got to bring you guys some turkey content. We've got tons of turkeys, tons of side contests, tons of main slate stuff, because probably going to be the last show of the week, most likely, right? I mean, it's holidays. I'm going to be busy. Got to give you guys some turkey content. So definitely coming at you tomorrow. Time TBD. We will have an awesome thumbnail and a link and the correct time in that tweet. Our apologies. I didn't catch that. John didn't catch that. Our bad on the incorrect time on the show on yesterday. Oopsie daisy. Got the time wrong there. Make sure you go watch Club Top Shot. My boy Clay, Pete, Andy doing the Lord's work over there. Always a fun show. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys in these lobbies, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.